Today I'm going to show you how to cut a custom cushion to a chaise lounge, or any cushion actually. There's a specific way we cut, and I'm going to show you a real tip here, and hopefully you won't make mistakes when you're cutting custom cushions. So what we have here is a chaise lounge. I just measured it, and I have the top piece of the cushion here, which is the only thing I'm going to show you today. Because it's so important to get this cut. We don't take templates from the old cushion. That'd be a big mistake. Usually they're not good at all, because you might have added padding or taken some padding away, or the fabric might be thick or thin, and that would affect the cushion cut. So this is a custom cut cushion. So what I'm going to do is I measured this 2 inches larger, the area larger, and I cut a rectangle pretty much. You don't try to cut out the arms yet. You cut a rectangle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I have my front. In previous videos you've seen, when you mark your fabric, you mark the front of the cushion, which I did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drape this, and let's get going. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I actually squared up the cushion with my 1/2-inch seam. Remember, we have 1/2-inch seams, so that I don't actually have to measure. Well, we'll see, but I shouldn't have to chalk that side off. So I'm going to start right here. We're going to start cutting around the arms. Look at the angle that I'm putting on this. I'm not coming this way. I need plenty of fabric over here, so that's good. And then I'm going to follow this down, and just kind of needs to lay flat in the chair. So that's why you have to cut this. Notice the angle. Cutting at an angle inside the chair so that I have plenty of fabric on this side. Sometimes you can even get an extra little cut there just to get you a good read on the chalk line. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So now what I'm going to do is chalk the entire seat cushion. So what I wanted to make a point here is that when you cut a cushion, make sure you're standing over it, or when you're chalking it, make sure you're standing over your job. Okay, so you're really cutting 4 inches above the deck. So keep that in mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chalk. I have sometimes having a big piece of chalk is nice, because you can kind of let it, this is a 3-inch piece of chalk, which I'm kind of going along with the arm here. And then over here, I'm just going to come straight across, like so. Just broke my chalk, which happens all the time. Okay, chalk this side. And this chalk line is the actual size. So I'm going to cut this 1/2 inch larger than the chalk line. So moving straight down. Okay, I want to show you here. So what I did here is I have this overhanging 1/2 inch. This is a fabric that I could do that. Some fabrics you can't do that. Some fabrics are patterned. You have to make sure the pattern's centered and then cut both sides. But anyhow, so what I'm doing here is this is pretty much of a roll. So you really have to figure out where your cushion looks best sitting on that roll. The front of the chaise rolls over. So what I'm doing is I'm picking about the halfway point here from. Got a nice little. I'm happy with that, and then I'm going to chalk over here. Okay. I think I'm going to take this off camera. I'm going to cut it, and we'll see how it fits. Okay, let's see how this fits. Well, I like that. So what happens after this, folks, is that we're going to cut the bottom of the cushion using this as a template, using the piece that we just custom cut as a template. Then we're going to cut our boxing 4.5 inches wide all the way around. And in previous videos you've seen me use zippers. So the formula to cut a zipper, if you have a 4.5 inch boxing, you want to add 1.5 inches to that to get 6, and divide by 2 to get 3. So each zipper piece will be 3 inches wide by whatever long you want to make the zipper to meet with the boxing. And piping is optional. So I hope this helps. See you next time.